Hello. How are we? Good, I hope. God damn, that's good. So, this one is a brief alternate history of the universe. A brief alternate history. Lest we get sued for. Anyways, I'm going to be getting stoned, and I went ahead and wrote this one out because that way I can stay on focus and on par. On track. So, just going through things, this is a brief alternate history to how the universe came to be. I'm going to start from the beginning, going to matter and what it is, the four Newtonian laws, you missed one, gravity, consciousness, time and space, and size. Sizes, I should say. So, in the beginning, the Bible says there was blackness, and there was the Word of God, was with God. The blackness was void, it all was one. The thinking and reasoning and the physical of everything. The possibility of everything. Pardon me. So pardon me, there it goes. The energy field, for lack of better terms, at the beginning of the universe, where the universe will go at the end. Imagine everything that's possible to be full, because you're inside, right? You have to have, you're inside of this universe. If you need to imagine a complete sphere, and you're inside the sphere, you're a fish inside this fishbowl. The fishbowl is completely full of water, yeah? And you see on the edge that mirror kind of look to it. But you can't see outside, right? Because there's nothing to see outside. So, you're inside this fishbowl. That's everything that could be. You just erase the fish and you're just the consciousness. It's the kind of thing we're talking about. Okay, so in order to have the block universe that they talk about, where everything is possible, is just yes, no energy in the end. This energy is just this soup of possibilities. And it moves around itself using positive and negative to affect pushing and pulling, right? And so the natural shape of it is going to be spherical. Equal pushing and pulling, it's going to be how basically spherical. There may be like a plasma, especially to keep it in place. Very weird that we have the heliosphere and the heliopause, very much reinforcing this exact same thing. The energy eventually gets so positively negatively charged, neutralizes completely out. Phase, complete phase. Because equal charge, positive everywhere. Big bang. Where does the universe exist? It has to exist inside of a nothing. It has to. Right? Because otherwise I could believe that the possibilities of what could be out there circle the center point of consciousness or whatever is observing the entirety of the universe from inside itself. It can observe from outside, but the whole purpose is to observe from inside. That's what consciousness is. That's the whole purpose of the whole thing. Otherwise, why not just live in a big soup of possible? I could do this. I sure could. I could do this. I sure could. I sure could do that. Yeah, I'm really cool. You gonna do any of that? Nah. Just gonna narcissistically sit here and go, man, I could. Sure could. I can do anything. Mm-hmm. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. I don't know how to do that. Too much high society. So, pervert, you know who you are. So that's how the universe basically got here, because you have to admit that infinitely large, through whatever possibility and whatever insanity or toroidal shape it has to exist in. I could see that, an infinity large has to be the same as infinity small. See how quickly it... But if it does that correctly, infinitely small, infinitely large exist at the same time. Tied through it, you won't see it, but like an umbilical going both ways to the center down to it, right? Because it stretches to the umbilical of where it exists. We all agree that we exist in it. Or are we not agreeing on that this is a thing and this is a thing and this is stuff? We can agree on that, just basics, we can start talking. If we can't agree on that, then there's no reason to continue any further. But agreeing on that this is all here, this is a microphone, and whatever language you speak, this is a table made of wood. You see what I'm saying? As long as we agree on that basis of reality, we continue on, and we can talk about what matter is and what it is. That explains the neutral. Like I said, that outside of everything goes into this. So every bit of energy in the universe is at that 0, 0, 0. But this one is very, very special, because inside of this one, there can be 0, 0, 0, 0 of here, right? But that's of, like, it's not colon 0 colon 0 0 colon 0 0. That's unique to this one right here. The one that is into the center, and yes, I sure could. Yes, I could. I sure could. Yes, I could. I held all the energy. I held all the mass. I held everything. It's right here. The universal center that can host universes, the multiverse, that can be inside 0 colon 0 colon 0, or 0 comma 0 comma 0. You can go negative as far as you need to go. You can go positive as far as you need to go. That's why 0 is very special. Both negative and positive, infinity. Yes, you can do that. All from one source of 0. 0 is not nothing, and yet it is. 2 plus 2 is 4. You cannot add any number in there and get 4 except 0. 2 plus 0 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 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Neutralized. Where's all that extra wasted energy? Still in the 0. It circles around the plus. It's still there. In fact, you need 5,000 zeros. Here you go. I just made them up. Here's 40 billion trillion zeros. Ow! You're drowning in zeros now. Maybe that's what the force is. He's just choking you with zeros. Oh, you bitch! And you're like, how is this working? Sorry. I'm insane. At least I admit it. Other people walking around here, no, I'm sane. Look at my tie. Look at my tie. You see, who could wear a tie like this and not be sane? I folded it the correct way, like I was. Good boy. I wear a suit. I talk the way I'm supposed to talk. I know all the lingo. I don't point my finger. That would be wrong. Well, you might not agree with me because you think I'm pointing at you because you're stupid. I want to get that stupid vote. So I point with my thumb. I learned you're too stupid to understand. I'm not pointing at you. I learned. So, matter, what it is, and what the neutral. If you picture that soup. Yeah, I sure could. There's nothing to fucking do. I sure could. What would be the point? Yeah, I could do that. I've already done that. Did all that. You know? Did all that. Need something else to do. I don't know. Turn some fucking lights on. That's too bright. It's the first forever. When everything collapsed together. Lights separated. What else would you call it when that ends? A day. God doesn't die, but if his observation goes, so does any. We've got to separate the fact that time and space are not together, except for when the observer, which is consciousness, seems them. Right? A tree falls in the woods. Other than that, who's to know? Who's to even know it fell? Did it just lay there? I remember this tree. I know this tree. I put a ribbon around this tree. Tied it too tight, didn't I? Killed this tree. Because there it is laying on the ground. No, it's not. It's nice and loose. It's not strangulating the tree. The tree's on the ground. Someone must have chopped it down. There's no axe marks. You know, and then you start playing detective about a fucking dead tree. Rather than going, huh? What was here? I wonder if it made a sound, and then walk away, and everyone's like, oh, that's. And you started like a whole school of. I understand, like thinking and that kind of like that's heavy. I didn't think about that. But like if you like if I was talking about this like a long time ago, it was like it was in college, I believe. If you just start going on the thing of question everything, that's just a new program. And trust me, you become a dick. I've seen people like, well, I gotta question everything. I'm like, you don't got it. Why are you questioning everything? Well, I didn't question that. No, you never questioned that. You got this new program and you've just been running it for how long now, asshole? Oh, it's my whole personality now. Maybe knock that off. So the neutralization of this energy, if it's all condensed in this one centerpiece, there's no energy for anything else to be. Spread it out. Now, if you just make whatever you want, how did it all get here? And your answer cannot be, apparently, I don't know, I just did it. Apparently you have to show your work. Well, who's to say that you maybe he is? Maybe that speaker's God. Maybe he built. Maybe all thoughts are the same now. Maybe this microphone spit everything out into existence last Tuesday. And my whole life that I know has just been to serve this microphone. I remember this microphone being in the 90s with me, man. So maybe it is. I was like 25 when I think I got it. I think about 23 when I got this microphone. I remember the concert. I remember because I got fucked out of a goddamn guitar case, but I got a microphone. But it's a Samson. It's like I was like, but it's a Samson 57. Over the years, this thing's been a fucking workhorse. It's just been badass. This Samson 57 knockoff has been, fuck, man. It's been everywhere. It's been it can sing that song everywhere I've been. It's been since like fucking yeah. Oh, buddy, I even got you a new hat. Don't wear it like that though. You look all sad. That's why I tie it off, because you can't tell you how to wear your hat. It's your hat. They should make a skin tight hat. It just clips on. I mean, our hats don't just flop around our heads. But he's embarrassed about his fucking microphone head. Huh? I can never get one that fits tight. I'm like, I know. It's not your fault. I don't think that's the full shape of a goddamn 57 is why. And that one just like, yeah, that they're like, you know what? We don't care. It's just a fucking hat. That's why you don't make good music, man, because you don't care. You ever notice that Steven Tyler has shit hanging off his microphone? You ever notice microphones for like singers are always, they're not just a microphone? You ever notice that? Why is that? There's something you don't know about microphones. You think it's all about the sound. Check with Steven Tyler. While he's still here. He ain't going nowhere. He and Keith Richards are gonna shut this fucker down. I think they're the janitors. The end of reality, it's just God, Keith Richards, and Steven Tyler. It's like, isn't this some bullshit? Everybody's here for the show. So at the end, it's always us three. Cleaning up. Hey man, sweat on everybody. Keith, I can't hear a fucking thing you say. I know that's fantastic. It's fantastic. Johnny with the scars, man. I know it's you. I know it's you. Steven doesn't have this many scars. I love the desperation in God's voice. He doesn't have this many scars, man. No, but see, he knows where his scarves are. You always have them in your pocket. And girls are trying to grab, and then they fall out, and then I gotta sweep them up. That one's making my eyes hurt. It's just pushing too much blood to my face. It's just like end here, because like I said, matter what it is and what it isn't. What are we at? 20 minutes. It just flipped 20 minutes. Like exactly what are we at? 20 minutes? Yeah. Fuck it. 2 plus 2 is 4 Newtonian laws. Equal and opposite there, Newton. And then you have 3. This is the magic number 1.5. Fucker, I'm stoned. I know you weren't. Oh, shit. Or whatever they put in this shit, because I don't think this is pot. Just don't. They call it terpenes, and I call it bullshit. It's just, I don't care. Just don't fucking shit on my fucking face and tell me that it's fucking humid out. You know what I mean? Shit. No, it's humid out. No, that was solid. Oh my God. Oh, fucking hell. Alright, so, shit. 4 concerns and time and sense. So, yes. Entropy suggests that it disappears. Well, where'd it come from? Well, they got the chicken and the egg fucking situation. Is it moving or is it not? Is it in rest or not? No. Okay, if it's in motion, where's it going? Somewhere. Where does it go then from there? Forever out. Doesn't make no sense. Because where'd it come from? A line straight enough, long enough, eventually will fucking, it just has to, eventually it'll come back on itself. Because there's nowhere else to go. It goes so far that way that eventually comes this way and smacks into itself. If you put it on a trace of a circle, it's going to come back and hit the fucking thing and it's going to complete the circle. One forever. One forever. Shut it down. No, that motherfucker wants to count. 2 forevers. 3. So it's getting rather thick. Spread it out. Make a sphere. Infinity. Stack another one on top of that then. Fucking count, bitch. That's his job. Let him do it. I don't fucking know anymore. So inside of... Okay, so explain consciousness. Gotta start a bit further back on. To describe matter. In that block universe, one thing it can do would be to centerize itself, you know, and then just host self, and then now it's got space. It's got consciousness. Yay. Well, there's nothing to do. All that energy's in self. just looking at consciousness. Oh, no, I can't move. Why? There's no time. Matter of fact, the entirety of consciousness would just be yes. Yes, 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 yes. There's no no. There's nothing to disagree with. You haven't done this at all before. This is boring. Right, so, okay, and then you basically have to, it kind of starts from the beginning again, like, okay, we've done this before. Kind of like Groundhog Day. Eventually it's like, okay, this is getting old, this is getting boring. What is? Oh, fuck, I'm remembering. See? You have enough shit attached, membered, to start to remember. Membered to your existence, so to your time frame, to your timeline. You have enough experiences that you can member together a self. And inside that self, you can remember things that happened to self to draw on for future experience, to try to negate negative experiences from happening to you. Or at least, if you get mature enough, you can start realizing that you want to minimize. Negative is going to happen. There is no, and then they lived happily ever after. Every garden needs to be tended. Every sunrise has to be viewed to be appreciated. Otherwise it just rises and they're like, yep, that's what happens. Oh wow, that's a beautiful one. I hate when it's overcast. See, you start building up consciously, you started building a database of which ones you like and which ones you don't like. Enough times to experience, I don't like this. Next time it comes like, there we go, I like this. I don't like this. God damn, I don't like this. Oh, hey, I don't like this. See, now you can share. Other than that, who gives a fuck whether you like it or don't? Seriously, you're the only consciousness at this point. A new one comes. Hey, I can't. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I give a fuck. You're here for. I was here first. How do I know that? Because I said there's a fucking beautiful sunset and there's no one here to talk to, so I've got you. The fuck are you saying to me? You see what I'm saying? Do you ever think that maybe I made you to make me to tell me to say that you wanted to look into the sunset? That's one way. What? Or I was looking at a sunset and said, man, I'd like to share this with somebody, and then suddenly you walk up. Right, because I'm supposed to be here for you to tell me that what's going on over here? He thinks I made him to make me. Like, you sing? Member-ass motherfuckers. Members only. Where the fuck did you guys come from anyways? Oh, I remembered them in because I need someone to tell you how much of a dick you're being. Yeah, you're being a dick about this, man. Maybe he made you. How do we know? Show me where you did it. Can you show me where you did it? No, you can't, because I wasn't there. So how am I supposed to believe? Am I supposed to just believe that you just made all of us, to make him to believe you, to make him believe? Bullshit. Let's all go fuck each other. Why? Because we can mass produce and outproduce them, and then we win. Why? Because then we've outmembered their members. Sounds good. Let's go fuck each other and mass produce. We'll show you. That's not even how you do it. You liberal ass. When you're in the wrong hole. And yeah. Trying to prove a point? I don't get what you... I get why but you're just angry. All right, so You impart consciousness upon other things, or whatever. Before you do that, I mean, again, to get back to the time and space, how they meld together. If you have all the time and no space, you can't move. I've got all the time in the world. If I have no space, I don't have anything to, it's just the same problem. So you need time and space. Okay, cool. They're just distant things, see? And the consciousness uses time as a vehicle to traverse space. Like, I can't tell you all this back then. It has to be an unveiling of stuff. I can't just and it's all out, and they're like, oh, good point, I wish I could. It'd be great. It would be. I haven't figured out a way to do it yet in 50 years. Pardon me. Just checking the notes and stuff. So, you have to have time and space for consciousness to be able to move and experience things. Again, to have okay, I remember this is I like this brand. I like Altoids because they have the can, and because, the stash can, and I can tell my different strains apart easy. Blue, dark red, and there's another red one. So I can have 3 different strains, rather than throw the tins away. I use these for reclaim when I get reclaim. I'd save a puck and just store it in there. It's just easy. And on hard days, I wander. I travel with my thoughts. But yeah, if you had all the matter in the world and in the universe and no space between, there'd be no ability to move about, right, consciously, to experience any of the things that are there. If there's no time, there can be no procession and movements or anything like that, because it takes time to move. It just takes time to move things. Because this is, it's not framed like that. It actually does like this. You need the time between here and here to move there. You need the time between here and here to do any of this stuff that I'm doing. Now things that are in motion, that's why things are at rest, in a state of rest, because they need something conscious to move it. So, why is the universe moving? It must always have been moving. Otherwise, because there's no friction, right? So they say. Which takes me to, if there's no friction, where are you getting this combustion? A smarter idea would be said for this combustion universe is probably more than likely a photonic universe. And looking at that, we can look at the fact of we've got the whole consciousness and matter, time and space kind of worked out. So looking at that, we can look at the fact of hosting things, okay? So once you do that, you can make multiples, you can multiply, blah, 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 blah. This host can suppress its consciousness of what it's doing this whole time, hiding in an infinitely small version of self, especially compared to the galactic scale and universal scale. Now, drilling down to the human scale, you have the 3D that we interact with, yeah? There's the thought process where our thoughts actually work at. There's the microbial, which is on the inside of here. And then there's the level that they work at. And then there's a level that all this shit works at. So you have the meso, the micro, the quantum. You have the macro, which is hosting everything we're doing now. And then there's another quantum outside of that, infinitely large and infinitely small, hosting each other together. So, why? That's as far as you can think and process and rationalize the illusion of everything that's happening of life. And I say illusion because this, I believe it was Einstein, no matter how persistent, life's still an illusion. If it's an illusion, how come this? You see, you got your hand and there's blood underneath there, yeah? And then like, well, then how come I can put this on a slide and look at that and look at this? See? Completing this in complete illusion. At the bottom of this, yeah? At the bottom of that is an electronic magic that you still don't understand, and it's just too far for you to understand, and that's where you give up. On the outer, okay, what's on the outer scale? Okay, the outer scale, look, this is you have the heliosphere, the heliopause, and then it becomes part of the Milky Way, and this is, the Milky Way is part of the universe. Okay? What about the multiverse? Okay, well then, okay, yeah, then the multiverse. Where's the multiverse hosted? In the universe. So an omniverse? Yeah. Where's that hosted? No, that's the host. Okay. Are there any other ones? No. How do you know? Look how far we have gone out. And how are you going to prove it? Why? Well, eventually. Yeah, eventually. Always eventually, right? And meanwhile, the flesh dies off around 80 to 120 years. Oh, I passed the torch on and it's going to keep going forever. And meanwhile, an earthquake could just take us all out. A virus already among us waiting to spring forward. If I were nature, that's what I would do. I'd have one of the longest incubation periods you've ever seen. Why? So that you spread it as far as possible. Innocuous as like a common cold. And then turn on. Heat activated something, you know, something where it actually activates inside when the environment turns on. Why? Because then you're spread everywhere. Massively through the human body already. Again, like a heat from a fever could set it off. You see what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Attack when you're weakest. Fuck yeah. That's what you do it. If it's a virus, it thinks. And it wants to multiply and reproduce. The longest incubation period it could have would be the best. Being honest. It's not like I'm telling it something, the universe, something it doesn't know. And if it doesn't, morning to you, universe. By the way, in case you didn't know, M equals EC3. Mass equals energy times the speed of energy, which is sigma, cubed. It goes as fast as it needs to go, 3 times faster than that. Mass. How would you do that? I can actually explain the mechanics if you'd like to hear about it. A 3-sided atomic scale carbon, for lack of better. I mean, it's something like that. And then there's another third point here on our side of carbon, and it just becomes exactly 3-sided. So it's exactly the strongest form, triangle it can possibly make, with a third point up here. It will attract the virtual point naturally of its counterpoint to it, and it starts to stack and starts to build. From that, other carbon that's stacked exactly the same way, this Vanta black can stack on top of that, attracting the inverse things, thereby collecting the holy shit. Anyways, that's an interesting thought. We'd never know. Interesting. Sorry, it's an inverse possibility of photonic light, but it's just how it could appear on the other side also. So it doesn't matter anyways. We'll never know. There's no way to know. It's like trying to like know what your eyes missed at a crime scene. You know, you'll never know. Even a camera won't tell you what you missed. It'll give you another opportunity, but never from that exact same vantage point unless you have some way to tap into your own brain and see exactly what you saw, and then slowly, like, okay, freeze. You know, 360 around yourself. Okay, there. I never noticed that. You know, unless you can do that. I don't know. My eyes always do this because I'm usually tripping balls when I talk this kind of shit because I'm usually like, you know, and it's usually like, so my brain is actually just. Some guy's like, why are your eyes doing that? And I had to like stop and like, I know. I know. I wish I had that quiet presence of mind at the time to say I know. I'm usually tripping balls. I would have been on much better save than what? Huh? 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 Anyways, normalize. Realize. Would you ever know if the android was trying to tell itself, or whether, like it's in that conversation, if it was just giving itself a command? Realize that when we're talking about I forgot I switched over to my lizard eyes for a second there. You usually realize where they notice. Yeah, there they are. There we go. They always slow down the eyes. They never listen down to the voice. What happens when they're doing this? So like. Does that mean you've watched too many cartoons? You end your scenes with that kind of shit. I gotta go. Gravity could then be explained by how much is neutralized into that nothing. And that energy becoming a solid. If you have a lot of energy that all agrees to just basically neutralize out, and if you can picture the negative and positives that float around it as this is neutralizing, and then it was a negative, you know, like a photonic. And then as it gets down and it neutralizes out, and still this negative amount left over. There's positive amount left over. And they circle, and as they're about to fucking collide and or repel each other to distance, like to drift off. Yeah, get back here. It eats up all that extra negative before they can even like, it just eats it, puts them back on, you know, on course rather than knocking off. It eats the negative here in the center, eats up all that extra energy. If they go to, they're about to hit each other, you know, like two positives, and or if they just switch as they're moving around, you know, it's gonna be two positives. They're gonna hit into each other and reflect each other, and or absorb each other, make them pass by each other. Maybe it's less about this collection of extra energy as a band, right? Kind of like a plasma of extra energy, like we see from the sun, a photonic universe. There's so much energy inside of there that it's these ribbons of positive and negative, because it's all basically being neutralized, holding it together, staying the sun. Ribbon breaks because it's positive, negative, separate, dispersing a bunch of energy that couldn't be absorbed into the negative. because it's absorbed back to the negative. No gravity at all. There's no need for a combustion in this because this vent of black impossibly small that could attract impossibly small pieces, you know what I mean, and start stacking reality. It could. Or it could just sit there and attract light. If it attracts light, it becomes a black hole. The reason you can't take a picture of a black hole, except for the outer band, which we call the event horizon, that's where the energy is kind of waiting its turn. It's lining up. The light is lining up to go into this impossibly small hole, right? The reason it looks black and like that is because the light can no longer travel towards you. It truly cannot escape. Not even to take a picture of it going that way. Why? Because it's going that way. Any picture of it would just be blackness. Any looking at it would appear just blackness because even your eyes could not see what's going on because there's no light able to go to your eye. So how are you going to ever take a picture of it? You're not. What you're seeing is the last little bit of light that could possibly get back before crossing that event horizon. What happens when it goes through this impossibly small, okay? It's small anyways. As the photonic energy goes into, inside is a crystalline structure. And so it just bounces inside. It's like a one-way mirror. It just bounces inside there and going at the speed of energy until it's impossibly small. It's a three-sided and shoots out the other side. Having built up speed, energy, and crossing over to another dimension, because the only way it can get any more full inside that light is to go negative, inverts itself, and burst out on the other side of reality. As an inverse star, on their side, our black holes are their stars of inverse light and inverse energy. What happens on their side? It's none of our business what happens on their side. For all we know, it's just an exact mirror of a reverse. Imagine our life as a tape going forward. We'll never perceive it going backwards except for to watch and rewind it. And in that same way, that's what's happening on their side. Is we're going this way, like a sine wave. Yeah? It goes positive and negative at the same time. If it goes up 2, it goes down 2. If it goes up 8, it goes down 8. So it's almost like an instantaneous reaction in reverse. We do it this way, they stitch together, right? Because we're the perceiving. And theirs happens like instantaneously as we do stuff. And so if we were to watch it back, it's proof that it actually happened. This being here, when I said it there earlier. This cup being here, the last place I drank from it and set it down. The reason it's still there and not just evaporated into a chaos of nothingness soup. This is here from the last time I played. Yeah? These are here where I set things up. Everything's here. This paper is where I wrote things down. This won't last because accountability says that we have to, the conservation of energy. This will eventually will decay. And that energy will leave. Why? It needs to be used somewhere else for other things. It's none of our fucking business, honestly. We had our time with this energy. It served its purpose. If nothing else, it's time to let this energy just go. Why? Because it's so fucking old, it's starting to decay. It's like the old man, you know, the grandfather, and like you got all these wires hooked to him. Like, no, grandpa can't go anywhere. Like, he's just like every grandpa that's been before. He can go wherever other grandpas go. And you're both going, no, grandpa's going nowhere. I feel fit as a fiddle. See? He's on a ventilator in a goddamn... What? No. Let him go. No, I could go another 40 springs. Like, no, man. You may be able to, but you shouldn't. It's costing us way too much energy to fucking keep you around. I love you, Grandpa, but we're all gonna... Timmy died. He fell down the well. He went. Grandpa doesn't go near wells. That's not the point, Grandpa. Don't you see a light everywhere you walk? Oh, yes, that's why I don't walk anymore. Keep the lights very dim. You'll have to come in here and take me. Isn't that right, Mitch? The ghost of Chris Mitch passed. Passed. Lord, forgive me for that one. I'm sure they're grieving at this time of their loss. Steve, Sir Steve. Off with their heads, Sir Steve. What are you doing? You don't take prisoners. What's this backing down shit? I mean, I don't want to hurt feelings. What? I mean, you're doing so well. That's why you got the tum-tums. Let it loose. Swing the sword, boy. Swing the sword. Go for the throat. They're already down. For fuck's sake. Oh, hold them. Just chop, Steve. Chop. I'm going to show you how to hold an axe, son. You gotta choke up. You think you want to get the long swing. You don't. You want to get either like a back in here, yeah? You don't want to do one of these. You think you do. It's very dramatic. It's kind of like holding the gangster. No. Close quarters, boy. You get blah, what the fuck? Huh? That's still a neck shot. All right, so. Oh, my God. I learned that from Jack Nicholson. Don't blame me. All right, so. See, he learned on TV. Huh? It's fine. It's fine. I wish I could do it right there. See, it's fine. You watch it on TV. All right, 4 Newtonian laws. Conservation means that you gotta, like, in this sense, you gotta give back. You just have to get back. You gotta give. You gotta give. It's every religious belief out there. You have to give. You have to sacrifice. Oh, that just mean in utter no. That might be the thing, like what Jesus, they're like, okay, can you guys knock it the fuck off, all right? That's, you know, is that enough? Is that, you guys, is that enough? No. Okay. What did MLK do? All right, so. Oh, that's just not nice, guy. What? No. I think you're going to heaven with that attitude. All right, see where that gets you. Fucking hell, that got you pretty far. America, wow. The whole thing? The whole thing, wow. Yuck. The citizens went along with it. Wow. Telling. Very, very telling. Interesting. In the land of freedom, no less. And no one even thought like, hey, they're still here. No. But you do Thanksgiving every year, and no one's like, but they're still here. No. Is it tradition to go find? No. But you still, oh. What's a Black Friday? Sounds bad. It's just fantastic. Is it? Oh man, that's definitely worth slaughtering a whole civilization of people, and then counting them out of the festivities that celebrate what they did for you. You don't see any problem with this? No, of course not. No. Thanksgiving Day Parade, I'll pass. But that's a nice turkey. So Garfield, I see Garfield's there too. And the Pilgrims. Gotta have, of course, you gotta have the Pilgrims. Freedom. Right. Freedom. Right. I mean, freedom. You heard the Rage Against the Machine song? It's good. It's good. Someone tells me you wouldn't like it. Someone tells me we'd end up making a mess out of your fucking Thanksgiving parade. And we'd laugh our asses off. Boston Tea Party. I know that was so courageous, dressing like another race of people so that you don't have to take the blame. That was so brave! So brave. I know, no taxation without representation. And they're going to know that by the fact you dress like Native Americans. They're going to know not to step on you. You'll get some other race to take the blame that didn't do it and didn't ask. Like, you know what? We'll take the heat on this one, man. No, fuck that. No. No taxation without their representation. So we don't have to go on the boat. Fucking rules. They're going to handle that for us, for you. Man, fuck England, man. I can't wait till this freedom gets here. Casino sounds awesome. And that'll be my whole fucking life and identity in your eyes? Can't fucking wait, man. Cannot fucking wait. I know, I can't wait to be the bad guy in your movies. And then when you learn that you're not, and they can like everybody go, oh man, but how could you know? I can't wait to see that movie of like the triumph of how you overcame the difficulty of the difficulties you inflicted upon the world. I can't wait to watch that movie and watch you guys learn from your mistake. It's going to be so awesome for me and the whole world to watch you overcome. It's such a story of triumph. You know what I mean? Over the mediocrity and the... Oh, what's the word?
Stood on the porch, palm trees in the heat. Cops creep slow, same faces on the street. Homies in the cell, their names on the wall. Mama praying heavy, saying God hear it all. Staple on the ab, liquor store like a church. Baptized in the sirens, in the smoke, in the search. Dreams in the dice game, roll them, let them fly. Bullet holes talking from the pole by the stop sign. Section 8 mail in the brown torn folder. Food stamps flip, gotta stretch till it's over. Sunset orange, but the mood jet black. Every corner got a story that don't never come back. Still I slide real slow in the bucket on E. Turn the pain to a plan, that's the hustle in me.
Low rider chrome, got the Virgin on the dash. Tio in the yard doing time for the cash. Grandma making cowdo, smoky back, house jam. Cousin learned to tangle with the border and the scam. Brown pride tatted, single star on the hand. We were taught stand tall, never bow to a man. Spanglish on the tongue, we been mixing from the cradle. Tortillas on the como, cable playing some fables. Hood cookouts, dodging caps, oldies on the floor. Chucks by the wire where the kids jump the door. Ice hit the block, everybody play froze. Whole fam hiding while the knock gets close. We ain't just a number or a box that you check. We're the saints, we're the sinners, we're the cross on the neck. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Stoop steps crowded, chopped cheese in the bag. Metro card, low pockets waving the flag. Subway sermon, rat tail, steel rail screen. Train lights flicker like a half-dead dream. Brownstone bricks hold secrets in the grout. Neighbors talk loud, air thick with the doubt. Bodega cat king on the breadcrumb throne. Phone on 1%, still texting my poems. Snow turns slush, Tim soaked in the gutter. Sirens sing sharp, rats dance in the shutter. 5 flights, walk up rent due, no slack. Roaches know my name, they don't know I rap. But I map every block, every crack in the glass. From the Bronx to BK, I'm just counting my chances.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
From the bayou to the block, we don't break, we bend. Round and round in the fire, we just rise again. Hands up high, let the borderlines blur, my friend. We were built from the pain, we were built to ascend. From the west to the east, to the streets in my pen. Every scar, every mark, we were writing in pen. Dance on the wounds, let the anger transcend. We were built from the pain, we were built to ascend.
I carry burden, their sad and blue eyes. Through darkness I search for a light, but it always escapes me. Vanishes, it's vanishing, just like me. Just like me. Got a tall paper cup, tongues burn, breeze a ghost in this cold. Number tags, pins, boards, I still have gone hard, gone so untold. Empty shells and muddy ruts, boot prints in through last week's rain. Fingers in, but I still hear. Every yesterday seems like a train. Early morning fire in range, line 'em up to drop with the gauge. Paper faces don't stare back, blank as the brave. Pull the trigger to feel awake. Early morning at the firing range. Smoke silence teaches my name, and it fucking cakes, it hurts, I stayed. Let's take the blame. Breath in, let the inshore float, exhale all the static in my head. Sawn through like stains on my hands, all the words I never said. Target switch and shiver when sand crawls over rust and soon. You say time would heal the rest, but time just trembles my hands. Early morning fire in range, line 'em up to drop with the gauge. Paper faces don't stare back, blank as they're the brave. Pull the trigger to feel awake. Early morning is gonna ache. Smoke silence teaches my name, and it fucking kicks, it hurts, I stay. Let's take the blame. Clock hands may stumble and drag their feet wide. Bells ring
smoke rising, crooked prayers, all like second thoughts, clattering down the rusty stairs. Why go so fast? Does postman so late? I'm stuck in this stretched out to argue with fate. Early morning's firing range, light 'em up to drop at the gate. Paper faces go stare back, blank as the brave. Pull the trigger to feel awake. Early morning at the firing range. Smoke silence teaches my name, and it fucking kicks it hurts. Let's take the talking circles around self-intoxication. Tell myself to settle down, no need for sedatives. Telling the truth then, a wishful look, perpetual motioning for me to jump. No open wounds and fresh air, clear the way for vacant stairs. Higher and higher we climb, 'cause coming down ain't no fair. Bear the false and cut the cord, decibels of what came first. In the end, and oft pretend, what the hell is any of it for? Open wounds out in fresh air, clears the way for vacant stairs. High we climb to see what's there, 'cause coming down just ain't no fair. Yeah, open wounds mute out fresh air, clears the throat of no one cares. High we climb to see what's what, 'cause coming down just ain't no fair. Not dying, not even close. Still feels discreetly sane, like the whole thing knows my fucking name. Not dying, not even trying. Still it feels all nearly same, like the whole thing knows my fucking name. Get me out.
I knew I could snatch that motherfucker. Wouldn't have been the cleanest cut, but I knew I could do it. Anyways, I forgot. I was went out and I was going to grab some water, and just got too comfortable. That's all I was going to do is go grab some water and come back, and I just like, join. Thing is, I just now got the water. Isn't that awesome? Play as fuck up. Anyways, so we left off talking about that. So the size is, again, it's all so that the meso where we live at can experience and wonder and question and come up with answers and dream and whatever, not to establish necessarily forever rulings. I mean, the Egyptians kind of proved that, right? The Egyptians, the Romans, how many times we have to go through it before we realize there is no forever correct? America is just the latest one. Latest empire to be like, no, this idea is going to carry us forever. No, it won't. I can tell you what it could get, and it's not horrible, but the way America is going about it is because they're trying to rule through the shadow. Again, values in the mind. If they were to suggest this some years ago, they even tried to, like a universal currency, and they tried to flip Medicaid for all this other stuff, and everybody's like, no. Now that you don't have it, now it's getting really, really bad, and they're showing you what the actual end result of capitalism is. Everyone's like, well, fuck this. If this capitalism, what's socialism going to get? You know? What's communism going to get? They look over to China, and they see the other places where the communism's happening, and they go, oh, I definitely don't want that. Like, that's not exactly the same. It's not exactly the same. It's not exactly fair. Democratic socialism, democratic communism, they're different things than what's going on in the world. They're like, oh, socialism never worked. No, capitalism is never allowed. Socialism never worked. Be a more accurate statement. It's their biggest competitor, and what happens if socialism or communism work? No rich class. And they don't sit there and go, well, what would we do? And then, like, there'd be things to do. They immediately go, I'd have to work. Fuck this. No. Bury it. Kill it. Strangle it. The same thing happened when the 80s, when they're talking about this solar and wind power is coming along and how we need to get off the fossil fuels. If that's even what it is, that's what they tell us, right? That's what they tell us. If it was a natural lubricant between layers of the earth and they're just stripping it out, causing these earthquakes to get worse and worse as the friction and lubrication gets less and less, would you know? Right. Dinosaur bones and shit like that, right? Because you've gone out and inspected, you went out and you checked your gasoline, your gas tank to make sure there's dinosaur bones and dinosaur remnants in there? No? Maybe they're lying. Maybe the tar pit is like, there's all these different things. They're like, what if and what if? No, it can't be. No, that's what your current belief system is. I was talking to AI this morning, and I was sitting there saying, the problem with talking with people is you can't get through to them because they don't know how to offload their current model. I'm not saying get rid of. That's what they immediately, as soon as you say like offload, people go, if you're gonna have a conversation with me, like I want to have a speculative idea about time and space. I have to, in order to keep my head together. Yeah? I can't just say, okay, sure, and just and put that off there, but I can offload it for right now. Like, okay, this all works. My understanding of it helps me keep my shit together, but it doesn't have to be real. I know where that's at. You know, and I know where all that is. I know what all that is. I don't have to bring that up for the next 5-10 minutes because we're talking about something else. We're talking about a whole new fucking way of thinking about it, right? Yeah. That's just a good model for words to describe this new ideology. Go. So instead of, right, oh, same kind of mechanic. So there is, okay. You see what I'm saying? Okay, that's starting to sound like bullshit. It's starting to sound more like bullshit. It's starting to not make any sense. Right, but that can't be because, you know, and then I'm gonna start whatever. It's still just an idea. It's one way to do it. Here's another 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 way. Glass of water. I wonder what I could do with that. That's another way to do it. You know, there's a lot of ways to do that one. I'm gonna pass on that one because that one's got, you know, I've mentally run through it. See, I don't have to do it. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Water's really cold. Water's really cold. I'm passing. Maybe if we go outside and it's warm, I might give it a shot. Right here, no, I can see what you're saying though. This one looks so cute on me. You see him? I know, but that one looks so cute. No, that does make sense. If I want to go from hot to cold, and that makes sense, but that's kind of cool, and it's cool looking. And I put it on my head, and I feel colder. So, and it looks so cute on me. No, I like your idea. I'm not buying it. I like the idea. I'm going to buy 50 of them. You only need one. I want 70. Okay. They're not for sale, but I can get you 70. It's not going to do any good. Sure, I'm very, very drowning. Oh, you're not supposed to drown yourself in the waters? That's why we recommend only one per person. Oh, I'm drowning in one! Like, jeez. Don't drown self in... How are we supposed to read that? That's in English. Fuck! Muy cold. Agua. I don't know the rest. Someone... Well, that's not funny. Don't put that. I know that means penis. Don't put that on the box. Well, we got to put it in a box to ship it around the country because everybody wants one and nobody can figure out how to put water in a goddamn cup. And there's lots of money to be made too, if I'm being honest. It's inconvenient to me, but it's... You see my new house? It's really good, right? It's a good house, right? It's a good house, right? And the wife is good too. That makes I'm good. I'm a good person. Am I good? If I gave you $500, would that be good? I am. We're good. Oh, good. Tell your friends. Well, if no one else knows how good I am, then there's no... What's the point of any of this? The different levels of consciousness. You have the bit. You can go bit to bit, you know, make bites, and you know, if you do enough of those together, You can make a shape. Natural progression then be make the most complicated shape possible, which would be a perfect circle. A segmented perfect circle. If we all hold hands enough, look, pan out. Oh, now we're in 2D. And then flatland. Right? It's one by one by one by one. Oh, we did it. 2 by 2 by 2 by 3 by 3 by 3. Yeah. Okay, we all. It's a perfect. It's smooth. It's only if you go from the outside of it, it's completely smooth. We did it. We made it such a big shape. It's completely smooth. What if we did like on top of each other and like complete like a sphere? A sphere? Yeah. Then we'd have to go like negative to go under the floor. Okay. Okay, why not? Why can't we? I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying why we'd have to. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay. We made a sphere. Now what? It's gonna sound crazy. Let's go small again and start making shapes inside empty sphere. Just might work. The fuck are they doing? I'm talking to myself, of course, because there's no one else out here. Oh. Making shapes. Oh, okay. I can figure out what they're doing. It's going to take them a lot of time. Well, I mean, look how long it's taking them now. Oh, me? I'm on the fifth dimension outside of time where perceiving what they're doing and watching it go down. And I can fast forward, rewind. I don't know why. The building part is slow. Yeah, so now they get the thing. Now they're making it solid. See, they went from gas, and this is the boring part. So they're making light. That gets interesting, but it's just really kind of explains the rest of the thing. So this is the part that they start. See, in the ocean, right? Yeah. The Bible says the same thing. They don't want to hear it though. Swear to God, it says it right there in the Bible. Start in the ocean. You're not supposed to swear, so I apologize to God. So I promise, it's in the Bible. You got your Bible, it's out there. Now they just do a bunch of fuckery until like then the people get around, and that's when it gets interesting because they got so fucking close. Just couldn't humble themselves to see that they're inside of something that something else would, you know? We would have to agree that God is outside of time and space. So God would know what every decision and everything is for. How it all turns out in the end. And yet he's supposed to take umbrage, take some issue with a small petty grievance on the ant to human scale. When he knows where it's all going, it's, you know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I get it, your mom died, and you're sad about that. I don't want to say it like that, but you don't understand. You don't understand. In 4 generations, the kid of that grief is going to do amazing things. This is how it goes. I'm sorry, this is how the book is written. Well, on that little small human scale, it was written as a plot line to get through, and then on the human scale, once it wasn't thought of, but that's on the micro scale. Like, and how do the bacteria feel about that? You didn't stop to think how the bacteria feel about this? So wait, you built a whole universe? And you didn't think about what the fucking protoplasm and the fucking the ejaculate, what you didn't think about what every individual sperm wants to do with its life? You did. That's a lot of information. You did? And you did. Oh. And this is it? Oh, I need to shut the fuck up and see what's going on before I can. Okay, I don't even know where the ride's going, do I? No. Right, so why am I complaining about the end of the ride when I don't know where we're going, what's the purpose of the ride? Oh, that's right, I thought this was a democracy. Yeah, some dude with a powdered wig said it's ours to control. I don't know. He had a constitution. I don't know what a constitution. He had one and said, sign it, and we'll all have special powers to use our throats that we don't have normally. Something about you can't stop a man from thinking, but you can think a man to death with a book. It was something. Freedom and a flag. I know that. Okay, just leave me alone. The rest is going to pilot itself. I don't have to do shit. I didn't do shit. I've been waiting for a long time for a government to come around like this, and you're not going to fuck this up for me. You're not going to do shit. Well, you fuck up my paycheck and you're not a patriot. You're not going to do shit. None of us are going to do shit, and it's going to get better. The Constitution says so. But it says so! Oh, there's a Bill of Rights. There's not a Bill of Responsibilities. What kind of bullshit is this fucking government? It started with God, didn't it? It did. This is typical God fucking bullshit. God, wake up! What? Wake up! We have a problem! There's always a problem. What the fuck is why are you knocking on my door like the goddamn police? 'Cause I am the police. I pay your salary with prayers. You know how many times I've said that's really cool, man? Was it shortly after I did something really cool for you? Yes! We're even! You do cool stuff for me. I acknowledge it was cool stuff. And it's not fair right now in this second. And as I'm saying, as I'm realizing that you're charging up a lightning bolt to put up my asshole. For some reason, I thought I ran this show. I forgot I'm just a person. If you put me in a headlock, which you're doing, and pummel my face into a mountain, which you're now doing, that's just what happens to me. I'm just admitting this now as it's happening, okay? You better not put me in hell, I know that much, or I'll be sad about it. You don't want to see me sad. You're going to be so sad when you see me sad. You're not going to know what to do when you're sad. What do you mean you're not going to look at it? You're not going to look at my sad? You're going to make me sad and then not look at the sad. That's typical God stuff, you know. Oh, look at the horrible. Been writing a lot of stories here recently. Wrote a really cool block called Flea Market today. You like it? It's a cool idea. It starts in the 70s. Oh shit, I turned the music completely off. I shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Let's go ahead and play any of these anyway, so I can just go ahead and start them back up. Pardon me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm pretty sure I covered everything from the beginning to matter, what it is, for Newtonian laws. Again, conservation means since the energy doesn't go anywhere, where does it go? It has to siphon back. Now, the energy of my consciousness, where does that go? It's not a faint amount of energy. It does all this. It did all these things in my entire timeline, which will be folded up into a eulogy and put in with my body, right? Where does that energy go? I'm not saying it has to stay in me. I'm not saying that, and that's what the entropy is. The part that you observe, the part that you know, that's going away. So you can experience it again, anew, and learn everything over again. Look at all of the best art and stuff. Whether it's Picasso, he did the still life and stuff. Wasn't that Matador that he did? And there's some other stuff that he's done. Did all that. Is that what he got famous for? No, for the very childlike drawings of his cubism. Eyes all too fucked up. That's some pictures, some shit your kid would draw, and deliver to you. Might have been how he got started with that. He already had the skill of everything else, and then I just kind of miss being able to just be a kid and just make the eyes all fun. And he starts doing it, and everybody's like, oh, because you already proved that you can do the real stuff. Right? If you just kind of get it, that honestly what he did later on doesn't require the skill necessary to do the still lives and all that other stuff. It requires an artist willing to go, I'm going to do this. And that's what that more, the primal, the primitive arts and stuff, which is still artistic. Whether it's fucking graffiti, whether it's, the guerrilla arts of just spray painting shit, just tagging things, not necessarily like the full on, just putting something on something, making an art, the cave art. That's what I mean by guerrilla, just doing what you can with what you have. Whether you fucking skate and road rash and you leave a blood spot on the fucking ground that you don't clean up, and you come back in a week or two and it's washed a bit, but it's still there. That's my knee. That's my knee and my shin. Fuck yeah, man. That's insane. Yeah, look at it. You can see how it stretches out. Yeah. You really bleed for your art. Damn right I do. I was working on a song today. It's like, you can tell when it starts to heal because it's the scab begins to peel. Paced out correctly, you can tell when it starts to heal. The scab begins to heal. Everything goes to the next. But yeah. As I told Scott, I was like, I like real people because you can never tell what the hell they're going to say, With fake people, you get to eventually where you can just tell what they're going to say. With real people, because they're just on pilot. They're on a program. With real people, they're actually making decisions, and you can never calculate for them. And I was like, that's what I like about you. I was like, with Scott, I never know what the fuck he's gonna say. With other people, I'm just kind of like, I say something, and I know exactly what you're gonna say. It's somewhere in that ballpark, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now you're gonna say, close. I was close. I was very close. That's what I'm saying. Nowhere close. What the fuck? I like you. I like you. What the fuck was that? Nice. Nicely done. This is a real conversation. Holy fuck. Hello. Hello, Dick. I'm so glad, if nothing else, just capturing that story with my life. Oh, and actually having been there, some of the stuff that I've been through, that was worth being alive for alone. Oh my god. Just going to Trejo's, that whole experience. I think in between telling him off when I was leaving, you know, in the middle of rush hour. It was business time. I told him to fuck off too. Oh my god. Cause he thought, oh, that's it, because he'd been trying to fire me. And he thought just him go push me to my edge. And then like, oh, I can't deal with this till you're fired. He thought that'd be like, oh, I'm fired. I gotta get a job. My 20 kids. Oh God, I didn't think this through. Where am I gonna bust tables? Somewhere else. Was expecting like, fuck you! Hell awaits you, little man! Hell awaits you! Yeah, hell awaits you, little man! Fuck you! Kind of hard to be like, yes, I'm the boss now. I fired him. We heard. It sounds more like he fired you. Hellfire. He fired you. Is that too deep for you? You're new here. I can tell by the accent. Oh, shit. More water? Cool. My man was straight up. Cool. Oh, fuck. Bonding over biraciality, baby. You don't speak Spanish? No. Watch this. Just to be behind that wall when Richard showed up to inspect. Whenever Richards inspects that day, I was drinking my Dr. Pepper mid-drink, minding my own affairs. I didn't plan this. I didn't ask for this to happen to me, but it did. I can see the dramatic reenactment above and the security camera. So there I was, enjoying a lot break. Hello, Dick. I almost choked. Up to this point, I don't know that I had heard anything quite this funny in my life. And I'm a comedian and a producer of comedy. But never had I been witness to such comedic gold. And it was happening before my eyes. The Dr. Pepper burned my nostrils. As I try to hold it in and run for somewhere safe to spit it out at the same time. I can't tell you how haunted I am by this memory. How many times in my life I'll be sitting there minding my own business, and out of nowhere my memory plays. Hello, Dick! Every time with the same exuberant exclamation of greeting Mr. Richard, the inspector. Why couldn't he call him Rich? Does he not like Richard? Does Richard like being called Dick? Something lost in translation. Something gained. I know I was changed that day. I know that for sure. Oh my God. It was. It was like a baptism. It really was. I didn't know such joy existed out in nature. I thought it was going to be planned. But no, either that or I was being set up on one of the most elaborate television shows fucking ever. I die like this is your life, one frame at a time. Oh no, not the start. Frame. It started before then, baby. Frame! Don't worry, you have the time. I already checked with your boss. Oh my God. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, shit. God, I'd love to be on that fucking You Made It Weird show with Pete Holmes. But I would insist that we smoke. Or at least I'd be allowed to smoke. If he smoked, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing then, man? Like, what, don't want to what? Hey, kids out there, please do this. When have I ever said that? When have I ever said anything about anything? If you decide to do whatever you decide to do, you gotta fucking start taking responsibility for your own shit. I don't smoke pot now because my dad was a drug addict. He didn't say, this is how you do it. Never, not once. Never once did he encourage it. So how can I say, well, my dad, I was predispositioned, and maybe my dad was too. Where does it end? Fucking medieval times? Fucking prehistoric times when we were fucking egg and embryo? And like, I knew you poking me on the head. You know what I mean? When's the blame end? You said you want something new. I was a sperm, you were an egg. I just poked on the outside and you said do it. I never said do it. I said it's possible. And I proved it's possible. Where are you now? I'm inside of you. I'm right here with you. Who do you think you're talking to? Myself. I do. Shouldn't we all normalize talking to yourself? And stop looking at me like that when you walk around the corner and I'm talking to myself. You never do it, then shame on you, not me. Why do I gotta sing a little song like what's a specific one? Man, that doesn't make no goddamn sense when you think about it. The sense is always when you drink your water. What? I was not. I was not. It was a song. That's my fucking flute. What's the problem? What's the problem? Stings the nostrils. I've actually been cleaning out my sinuses the last couple of days. It's actually working. Fountain's actually cleaning it out. Yeah, I'm able to actually breathe pretty well now, which is like huge compared to like even when I'm breathing what I thought was fairly normal. If I go like that was great. If I go west of Albuquerque, it just and clears out. So I'm not sure if like it's from the blood or something grows, whatever. Which sucks because I love California, but I'm not dealing with all the fucking earthquakes and shit. And I just don't like that. I'm not a people person, you know. Michigan kind of works for me because you can dig out from the fucking snow. Yeah. You can put on enough clothes to be. My grandmother even said that. You can put on enough clothes to be warm. You can't take off enough clothes to be cold. I had moved down south, and she was asking me how I liked being down south. I was like, it's hot. And she's like, yeah, I don't like it. That's why I moved away. And that's what you can put on enough clothes to be warm. You can't take off enough clothes to be cold. I'm like, that's true, Grandma. That's true. That's true. It is true. Wealthy was cool as shit, man. Wealthy battle. Grandpa battle. Grandpa Edwards. I only knew Grandpa Edwards. I knew Wealthy. Grandma battle. It's just cool because her name was Wealthy. She was a trip, man. That popped nicely in my back. That was necessary. Shit's been popping and cracking today. That's this like it's I feel like the fucking fibers like, and I can hear it in my neck. It felt like something was, whatever, is it just tearing? But then like I could feel the tissue between like starting to inflate. Like the discs have been just compressed. I was like, fuck. It's like it feels icky and weird, but at the same time it's like they're starting to inflate, like you take a mattress out of like one of those vacuum seals and it starts to, it's starting to. And like it's getting caught up. It's still like hooked right here on a couple places. Oh, fuck, that's sore. But all the places it's like it's caught up. It's like it's only caught up because the original, I should probably put ice on it. There it goes. See, that's right. It's starting to pop right there. Just put a little bit of cold on it. Inflammation. After sleeping, the inflammation goes away. And it's like, fuck, hell yeah. I probably pushed a little bit too far. I know the other morning I woke up, it was just fucking hot and warm and just like swollen. I'm like, oh, no, what I do? Like, I just got things moving and they weren't used to it. They're calming down. As they calm down, like each one that needs to pop and crack is getting louder and more relief is happening. And there's also more swelling because it's like the next place, like that swelling goes away quickly. It's like you free up this one thing and hyperinflates. It's like, we've been waiting to be loosened up. Let me tell you something. We're fine. The other guys have been so tensed about this whole thing. It's more what they were saying, basically. They said it all. I just wanted to have my little say-so real quick. Sorry. Mr. Russell. More to come. Mr. Muscle, son, Mr. Muscle, and more to come. That sounds so bad. That sounds so fucking horrible, Mr. Muscle, and more to come. But it's not. It's not bad. It's your too much high society that's making it horrible and more worse. I'm not doing it. I'm just pointing out Mr. Muscle. And more to come. What if it's MORTA? Huh? That doesn't. Even MORTE. Guess you can assume you're not gonna not abbreviate. And don't give me that V bullshit. Not if you're gonna pronounce it that way. Why a W, a double V? Who are you trying to bullshit? Because it's not me. You're bullshitting yourself. That's not doing nobody no good. This shit I've been sitting on for so long. Mr. Battle, do you want to go to the office? No, I want a goddamn answer. You said there's no dumb questions. He asked about something that was clearly fucking stupid. I didn't say shit about you. Asking him why 2 and 2 is 4. Right? It doesn't go any deeper than it just is, Johnny. It just doesn't. Well, it can't be 5, because fuck you and your mom. Because she enables this kind of behavior from you. I bet you breastfed way too long. She'll probably be here for lunch, won't she? No, I don't want to go to the office. I'm just saying. You're holding the fucking answer hostage. Just say it. You don't know. Fine, I'll go to the fucking office. That's been my life. Just say it. Just please. Come on, just say it. No, I'm not admitting from these kids that I don't fucking know. Why? Because they're going to do exactly what... They're going to do exactly what you're trying to incite. And who's got to do homework now? I told you don't fuck with me, didn't I? Didn't I say that? You said do your worst. Ta-da! You got some kids. They're gonna need answers. By the end of recess, they're gonna need answers, and you're not giving it to them. So, just say what I want you to say. I go to 3rd grade. I go to 4th grade. I go to 5th grade. Eventually, I graduate. None of you have to deal with me. Skip me some grades. Yeah, skip me grades. That's fine. Get me the fuck out of here. I just want the piece of paper. I figured that out in like 1st or 2nd grade. I just wanted to fucking, like, they explained, like, you know, you gotta have a diploma or a GED. I thought about just saying fuck it. I really did. Fuck it and get a GED. I'm like, but they consider a diploma better. And so I stuck with it to get a diploma. After I graduated, I brought it with me to We parted ways when the army tried to hold it hostage. Like, I'm gonna. Like, oh no, they have my diploma. I can get a record request? Yeah. See? Is that a test? Did I pass? Am I the free thinker I told you on the phone you didn't want? Yeah. There you go. There you go. I told you you don't want me. This is happening because of you. Oh shit. So yeah, I went to they wanted me to go for like the army recruiting, and they wanted to. I wanted my braces off, and the doctor wasn't gonna do it. They wanted to break my jaw, set it back, and then like wire it shut so I'd have like that perfect smile. I just, the closer it got, the cagier I got about it. I'm like, nah, fuck this. I want out, man. Chief might reach. They might. This is better. Like, they might shift, and they did, because these were closed, and these two were down in the right place. And then after getting them pulled, after like not even a year, they shifted back to not bad. They were like way the fuck up here, and these are like fucking way up here. And these two are like fucking kilted. So I'm like, good amount, you know. I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. No, it's not perfect. Compared, fuck, it's so much better. So much better. And the army was like, well, you know, the guy was like, he ran into me. He's like, and I was like, dude, I don't really want to do. It's like, oh man, you know, as long as we got those braces out there, there'd be no problem. I'm like, you want to have lunch? He said. I could eat some Chinese. And I did. I sat there, and he was like, you guys, do you ever do drugs and stuff? I'm like, yeah. Like, what? I go through the list. He's like, okay, so, I mean, this is kind of okay. This kind of, fuck him. The cocaine's kind of okay. The meth's kind of okay. But the psychedelics, you don't want to talk about the acid or like, okay. It's like, so you said you did it, like, you know, I mean, if you're going to say, don't say as many times. You said you did it. That means, like, yeah, just like one or, like, if any. It's best if you just don't say anything. Right. Chopsticks. Right, yeah. Won't say nothing. That's how I get out of here when I go back. That's how I get out of this when I go back. Go to talk to the guy. You ever do this? How many times? This many times? And I just say what I told the recruiter. He said, don't say. Oh, we're gonna have to pass on you. I walk out, and he's like, oh, they said I got to pass. He's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, because the drugs. Like I said, don't say anything. You did, didn't you? Bro, all right, we'll have a seat over here. And I'm sitting there, and he's like, gotta go, man. Hey, I'm gonna go. I said, if I can get my diploma, just go. And he's like, just go have a seat over there. All right. Well, it's a piece of paper. Fuck you. How many times I've been asked for it? But you bear none. Can you please prove you graduated high school? No. You can get my transcripts. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. I don't have my diploma. I don't have my indoctrination trophy. But I don't have my indoctrination trophy showing that I have like a basic primary brainwashing. Prohibiting my ability to actually think for myself and come up with my own answers and my own solutions for the same problems they've solved. We've already got an answer for that. It's beyond your comprehension anyways. How many people actually work with atoms and all this other shit? You stick the battery in the back and you use the fucking thing. And then we glorify in our own minds this job that we're doing. I was thinking today, how many fucking iPhones have been bought and upgraded and purchased and upgraded just to connect people. It's not to do advanced math. It's not to do like global position syncing. And if it is, it's so that you can be in the right place to talk about the right ideas at the right time and get your fucking shit together and also get your porn. Mostly get your porn and handle your bank securely. You know, because you're making videos all the time on your phone. And if you're an influencer, that might be true. But again, like, the world would stop if you stopped making those videos. That'll teach Iran to, you know, I'll stop making my videos about this and that'll show the Republican, you know? We can shine the spotlight. I mean, you could also get deplatformed. Because if you actually say what you have to do, no one wants to hear from you. Because there has to be another answer, right? There has to. The red of the hat shows the ripe of the fruit. It's Bible, man. That's some Bible shit. Should be. If it's not in there, it should be. And thus did the hats proclaim the readiness of the vine. The ripeness of the fruit. The thing is, what if God is stalking the field? I mean, it's talked about the noisome beast. Oh, my neck. It's about to go. Shit. That's close. I can hear it actually getting ready to pop. There goes something. There goes something else. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. That pops. Ugh. It released something. Fuck, that feels weird. It's like my neck is... It's that muscle giving in because it's been under inflammation for so long. It's like it's able to, like... It's gross. It's gross feeling. It's gonna feel good in a bit, but it's just like it's deflating. Ugh. Which lessens the tension in the neck, which allows the other muscles to give up, and you know what I mean, the other inflammation. It's just been very, very nice, but it's been slow and painful. But it is what it is. Ooh, fuck. I was just about to give up. I didn't think I'd get any more out of it right now. Right, that should be. I was just, it's like it's draining all the way, like, back behind my ear, man. Fuck. That might be why my sinus has been clogged up, because it's just so tense. Like, the eustachian cannot go down. Oh, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because it's like basically the eustachians are in a stranglehold. Ugh, that's just gross feeling. It's like how the eustachian tubes would feel if they were being, but from the outside, yeah? It's the same feeling as if they're suddenly just drained, because it's warm, yeah? Like, ew. But it's not inside, it's on the outside. And instead of feeling yuck, it feels better the more it happens. Jeez. Fuck. Gotta say, that feels so much better. Shit. All right. Fucking weird. All right. So, yeah. So, if, again, even on a binary level, the universe must be conscious. It just must be conscious. If what we call the universe is just a host game for how God does what God does, what does he do? I don't know. Maybe the whole being outside is about to end. Maybe the whole thing is a cycle that lasts 14 billion years, and we're closing in on the end of it. Now that it's all done, at the end of the cycle, what does it do? Invert, start itself over again. Maybe with one more layer out, right? Because it starts all this over again, and it pushes all the stuff that was inside of it out. Like it graduates, and the rest turns from the center. That stuff is getting further and further out. As it gets further and further out, it becomes less and less matter, ready for the recycle. Because eventually at the end, if you look at it, let's look at the cell and compare it to the heliosphere / heliopause. Now, if we were to take an outside look at the universe from the top, where the spiral, like, you know what I mean? Because at first we look at the spiral from the side of the universe, right? Then to rotate that fucking marble, so we're looking at the top, a 2D of it. The spiral from the top, the center, and spiraling out. What you're doing with the microscope, looking down on a cell. That's not how the actual shape is. You get that, right? Look at the microscope. That's not its shape. You squished it under that little flat so you can see it. Now, when the water compresses it, yeah. Or is that already there and you just smushed it between this plane of... It's pretty tight clamping, right? Yeah, so that water pressure on something without a skeleton, as long as you get your picture, you don't really care. So the mitochondria, all the pictures that we have of where everything is probably misunderstood. It probably actually exists. If you actually get at its level without pressure and pushing, it probably would look more like the universe does, and spiraling around a center. The Earth then and the other planets become mitochondria in the cell. The helio is not being pressurized by anything. The heliosphere is the outside shell of the existence of the solar system. The heliopause is the outer shell of that. So therefore the sun, being the very center, is shooting out not violently and not through force, through photonic force, through the solar winds, the solar plasma, which is, if you look at it as just a energy liquid, it hasn't gathered quite to the level of being. It's still energy, it's still information. The way this, like if you do this right there, you can feel the wind blowing on you. A fan blowing it blows you. So this is like basically light pushing, and it's so strong, ionized, that it just kind of pushes. Yeah? Therefore, okay, so we just keep on going from there. The solid bits of our solar system are irrelevant compared to the empty parts. So therefore, if you... It's going to do the same thing. And right now, the sun at the center is the powerhouse. It's the powerhouse of our solar system. Solar winds, solar plasma. The center, the sun, is the main dense core. In order to make itself into a perfect circle throughout all the material that is the 9 planets, and depending on their density at their core, became either gaseous, it's only strong enough for the center to pull in gases out of the universe, right? Pluto, I believe, would probably be a 9th, like a frozen core of things, if you will. That's how it, yeah? And over time, just turned out like, again, each thing with its excess energy and information, spitting out these perfect little circles that, you know, they expand from their center, just like the sun is trying to do, you know, expanding from the center. It's this hot plasma of energy, possibility. Think of how much hits the Earth that we say we could capture with the solar. Now imagine we're not the center of the universe, and that, or the center of the solar system, and that's the sun, and it's blasting all the other planets with as much energy freely. Not like we get it all. No. We can harvest it all. No. If you step outside and you look, you'll see that if you go to the galactic level, Milky Way, all these little stars and solar systems are putting up all this extra light that is trailing behind, that is no longer used by anything, by anybody, tons. So much is making this trail of energy. And then at the very center of the galaxy is, the Milky Way, is a black hole that's sucking all that in, all that excess of all the thing that's going around it. And it's channeling that back out through that 0 node at the center to all the other 0 colon zeros that it made around to disperse the energy easier, faster, quicker, because it's just pulling in all that photonic energy. And it's going to do the same thing in other places, those other 0 colon zeros. Now the inverse, would you know if it was a negative 0, negative 0, negative 0, positive 0, positive? No. Because most people say that you can't. You can. Otherwise, how would you phase out? Look at the 0 itself on a mixing board, and you'll see it's a 0 with a line through it, half of it's full. Why? Because half of it's phased out. And you hit the phase switch to phase out what? Because they're both sine waves are moving at the same time and it's canceling itself out. So what do? You phase invert them so they can both exist at the same time. Switch it to its negative version. What? How? By fucking phase inverting. What is phase inverting? Flipping through the 0 node. Plus 0. Plus negative 0 then. That would turn it positive. There you go. Oh, and they can both exist at the same time. Yes. They've been probably phased out. You caught up with what you've actually been doing all this time. Yay. It only took this long. This long took 2,000. 2,000 plus the ones you don't want to acknowledge before the 0 reset. Those do count. It's only in the minds of people. Imagine time travelers. They deal in not relativity. Well, I think it's 2026. Well, Jewish people think it's 57, and the Chinese think it's this, and the people think it's this, and the people think it's that. So, if I time travel from 2026 to 2050, and decide to come back to 2026, and we decide to reset 0, I guess reality doesn't believe in the BCAE switch. Oh no. Silly time. He refuses to bend to Caesar. Now I'm in ancient Egypt. Now I'm a spaceman appearing to the Mayan people. Oh, I think they reset the calendar. What's a calendar? Good point. You know what a Rome is? No. I'll be right back. There's supposed to be a return place here. There's not a return place. I'm supposed to splash down in the Gulf of Mexico. There is no Gulf of Mexico. Awkward. There is now. Oh, did I do that? Oh, that would be the moon. Well, when it solidifies from being vaporized by me appearing here 2,000 years too early. Even time travel's been done in the past. Like everything, there's nothing new under the sun. Jesus was the first time traveler. Or that archetype of that. And then he came back. And it was like he never left. And the end. What happened after that? The end. But like there's got to be something after like Revelation 22, right? The end. That's when heaven gets here. What's heaven like? The end. Speaking of, I gotta go.